Hey, what's good, YouTube subscribers? How y'all doing tonight? It's your boy MG5 back again with another sports video. And tonight, y'all, we gonna stay in the fight game. We gotta talk about boxing. And yes, man, hey, we gotta stay in the fight game. The fight game is popping right now. I can't lie. This summer it's been lit. Nothing but fireworks. MMA or boxing. It's been nothing but big fights. And we got to talk about these big fights. And we have a couple of them coming up, y'all. We have a few of them coming up, and real boxing fans, real fight fans know what fight I'm talking about. It's going down July 25th, Tuesday, live in Japan. You know what I'm saying? And hey, that fight will be early AM for us here in the United States. But hey, man, hey, we got to stay up for this one, y'all. We got to tune in. Y'all know what fight I'm talking about. I'm talking about Stephen Fulton Jr. versus Inoue for the WBO and the WBC Super Bantamweight titles. Whoo, it's going down, man. Fulton Jr. putting his titles on the line. It's going down. We have two undefeated champions. We have the unified champion at Super Bantamweight taking on the former undisputed champion. You know what I mean? Inoue was the king at Bantamweight, 118. Now he's moving up to 122, a different weight class, and he's going straight for the top dog. So, hey, this fight right here, man, it's going to be dope, y'all. Nothing but respect to both of these fighters. For Inoue to go straight for the top dog and for Fulton Jr. to be like, you know what, let's do this fight in Japan. I want to put my titles on the line in Japan. So, hey, it's lit right now. I can't wait for this fight. And this is actually my second video on this one. But y'all know how we do things around here. I got to break it down, give y'all my thoughts, and give y'all fight fans my final fight prediction. It's going down. Whoo! Come on, man. So let's get straight into it, y'all. Let's get straight into it, man. Whoo! I can't wait for this one. I truly can't. It's going to be a dope week next week for boxing. And, MMA, man, it's going to be lit, y'all. It's going to be lit for both. But anyways, when I look at this fight, I truly do believe this fight is a 50-50 fight. Looking at the skill sets, I don't see a gap in the skill set. You know what I mean? I really don't. And both of these fighters are not dodging the smoke. They both want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes this fight very interesting. You have the unified champion, Stephen Fulton Jr., undefeated, 21-0 with 8 knockouts, taking on the former undisputed champion and a top pound-for-pound fighter in the world right now, Inoue, 24-0 with 21 knockouts. You have two undefeated champions, man, two undefeated fighters putting everything on the line. And I truly can't wait. I love seeing real greatness, true greatness. And that's what we're going to see come July 25th. And, hey, something got to give, man. Someone's O has got to go. And we're going to find out. Now, looking at the skill sets, I feel like there's a lot of areas where these fighters are really close or even at. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to ring generalship and ring IQ, I think they're even in those areas. I think they both have a very high ring IQ. And when it comes to ring generalship, I think they're both masters, you know what I mean, in their own way. Like for Inoue, he's, his ring generalship, he's very good at placing or trapping his opponents in the corner and closing the distance in the ring, cutting off the ring and angles. And Fulton Jr., he's very good at using the whole ring and using different angles well, really creating different angles for himself to box and, to use his footwork and his movement. So he's really good at creating different angles. And, Inoue's very good at cutting off those angles. So that's what makes this fight very interesting in that standpoint when you think about it. And I think they're even when it comes to the ring generalship and the ring IQ. Now, when it comes to the other skill sets, even timing, I think these fighters are even when it comes to the timing. I just think the difference is Inoue is a knockout puncher. He has that knockout power. And for Fulton Jr., he doesn't. So Inoue's timing really stands out. Because if he times you with a shot that you don't see, you're going to sleep or you're going to get hurt really bad. You're going to get hurt. And for Fulton Jr., when he times you with a great shot, he either stuns you or he hurts you. But, he's trying to box and, use his movement and use, his skill set as far as that, and, as far as boxing. So I think when it comes to timing, I think they both have very good timing. And I think it's even. Maybe I'll give Inoue that edge slightly, but I don't know. I just think it stands out for him because he has that knockout power, but that's just my opinion. But now getting into the advantages that I think each fighter has, you know what I'm saying? I think starting off with the champion, Stephen Fulton Jr., I think he slightly has the better jab. I think he has the better jab slightly. I think he has the better footwork and the better movement, and he is the bigger fighter. He's naturally the bigger fighter. You know what I'm saying? So he will have the reach advantage. And I think those are some of the key advantages that he has in this fight over Inoue. The size, the reach, like I said, the footwork, the movement. Now, when it comes to the footwork, Inoue does have the movement and the footwork to keep up with Fulton Jr., you know what I'm saying? But I do think Fulton Jr. has the quicker feet. I think his head movement is better. And I think his jab is better too as far as like boxing, because he uses that to like really box and to set up, movements to get away and stuff like that. He has a very high ring IQ. So, Fulton Jr., he just uses, he uses his whole skill set, man. You know what I mean? And hey, that's a true champion right there, y'all. His mindset's going to be the toughest part for Inoue to break. But for Inoue, I feel like the advantages for him, I think, the power, obviously the power, the speed. When it comes to the hand speed, I give that to Inoue. I think, he'll have the speed advantage. The combinations, I think Inoue has better combinations. And he may slightly have the better timing because of the, because of the power. And I do think Inoue is a better counterpuncher, though. I do think he's better at counterpunching than Fulton Jr. And another key advantage for Inoue, it's got to be the placement of those power shots, man. You know what I'm saying? The accuracy, the placement of those power shots. Because I believe Fulton Jr., when it comes to accuracy, I believe Fulton Jr., his accuracy comes with boxing and his jab. That's what he's very accurate at. But for Inoue, it's that power, man, the placement of those shots. Like, yeah, it's real. So those are some of the advantages that Inoue has, and really that killer instinct, man, that killer instinct of Inoue. If he gets you hurt, he will finish you. I do believe he is one of the top finishers in boxing. So having that also, right there, man, that's going to be a key advantage. But Fulton Jr.'s mindset and his size and his movement, that might throw off the power of Inoue. So we're going to see. I truly can't wait for this fight. And, some of the key to victories, I feel like, for these fighters, I think for Fulton Jr., obviously you want to keep this, you know what I'm saying? You want to keep this fight on the outside. I think for Fulton Jr., most of his work will be done from the mid-range or the outside. I don't really think he wants to get on the inside with Inoue. Even though Fulton Jr. is a dog, he will mix it up. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to mix it up. But I think mostly for him, he wants to use his footwork to create different angles and fight behind that jab on the outside and, use his boxing skills to try to outbox Inoue. And for Inoue, he believes that his boxing skills can win him this fight. For him, I believe he wants to close the distance and, he wants to land some big, heavy shots. If you're Inoue, man, you want to land those power shots and you want to land them early to the body and up top. You want to stop the movement of Fulton Jr. to get him right in front of you. You know what I mean? So we're going to see. And with that being said, I forgot to talk about their gas tank. I think they both got a gas tank. So, hey, they both got a gas tank, y'all. So that's what makes this fight very interesting. I truly do believe it's a 50-50 fight. And the two main questions that I have for this fight is, question number 1, will Inoue's power affect Fulton Jr.? Can Inoue crack the mindset of Fulton Jr.? That's the main question that I have, because if he can, then we already know what's going to happen. But if he can't, then he may be put in a spot that he's never been in before. And question number 2, who's going to be the stronger fighter between these guys? Who's going to be the stronger fighter in that ring? I feel like for Fulton Jr., even though he's the bigger natural, he's the natural bigger guy, you know what I'm saying? He's bigger naturally. I just think we don't know if he's stronger than Inoue. That doesn't mean anything. If you're just naturally bigger than someone, that doesn't mean you're stronger than them. So we don't know that. But if he is stronger than Inoue, then he may take some risk and fight on the inside to cause some damage of his own. But if he's not stronger than Inoue, then Inoue will try to overwhelm him, cut the distance off, fight behind that educated jab of his own, and land the big shots. So, hey, those are the two main questions that I have for this fight. Now, my final fight prediction, man, hey, it's a true 50-50 fight. I'm going to be real. I still kind of feel the same way when I made the first video. Something deep down inside of me is telling me that Inoue may win this fight by a late stoppage or maybe a split decision because of a couple knockdowns. But I don't know. I think Fulton Jr. can win this fight. I think he has the skill set to win this fight. I think he has the mindset to win this fight. And I think he can pull this off. So for my final fight prediction, for y'all bettors out there, yeah, you might want to go with Inoue. I'm just saying. But, for my final fight prediction, I got Stephen Fulton Jr. winning this fight by split decision. I think it will be a close fight. The thing that kind of worries me that it is in Japan, but I think he has enough grit, enough dog to pull off this upset. But, hey, I will not be surprised if Inoue wins this fight. And my gut feeling is telling me that Inoue may stop him late. But I'm going to just, from the fan standpoint, I'm going to go with Stephen Fulton Jr., y'all. That's my final fight prediction on this one. It's going to be a great fight. Nothing but fireworks. Make sure y'all tune in. And, hey, also make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. And let me know what y'all think and who y'all got winning this big fight. Tune in, y'all. Don't miss this one, man. The summer is heating up. It's heating up. But anyways, make sure y'all stay up. And, yeah, man, y'all stay up, y'all. Stay up.